So here's the debut of the MSG Sphere in Las Vegas. It is a giant television wrapped around a ball. You won't hear it from anyone else, but that's what it is. It's a television wrapped around a ball. A television that they wrapped around a ball. And it's so big, you won't be able to miss it. If you go to Las Vegas, it will be unavoidable. So here they use it to display things like the American flag, which also could be looked at as the right-left paradigm, the Masonic red and blue colors. So they're going to use this gigantic sphere-shaped television, this gigantic ball of a TV, to help brainwash people, which is where I got the title, The Washing of Your Brain. If you go to Sin City, Las Vegas now, not only can you gamble and drink the night away, they're going to make sure that you're watching their gigantic TV at some point. They want to leave you in awe and amazement. And a lot of the things they want to show you are propaganda related. Look at this. What's that? The ball Earth, right? The symbol of deception. So now they can throw the Earth up there and have it spinning around, half of it in dark and half of it in light, and systematically be brainwashing people while they leave them in ooh and ah, taking pictures, showing their friends while they slap them in the face with the cartoon ball. See? A big, gigantic tool of the elite. Right in the middle of Sin City. From what I hear, people are like getting into wrecks because they're looking at this while they're driving. I hear traffic's getting worse because people are slowing down to stare at it. Check this one out. It goes into this eyeball here, but it's not just like a regular eyeball. It's like a non-human eyeball, right? So some might argue that's like a reptilian eyeball or whatever. So definitely a non-human eyeball that they're putting up there, just because it looks cool, right? No symbolism to it or nothing. Just because it looks cool. And then it turns into a regular eyeball. See? So you got the non-human eyeball gives way to the regular eyeball. And again, people on the streets are going to be like, oh, wow. Whoa, cool. Oh, my God, neat. A big eyeball. Cool, right? Whereas like me, I'm like, okay, they already got a pyramid, and now they got the all-seeing eye right there, right in Las Vegas. So the Luxor casino is a pyramid. It's been there for years, like 20 years, or no longer, 30 years or so. And now you have the MSG Sphere projecting the all-seeing eyeball. So now you got the pyramid and the eyeball right there in Sin City. Indeed. Indeed. But you know what? They have the bands tied into it. So U2 is going to play opening night, and they're going to have all the big, huge sellout bands play there. So this isn't going to help any sort of like independent artists or anyone trying to get their career started. This one's for the gigantic sellout artists, So U2 is going to kick off a show, and then inside there, you're going to be immersed in this world, and they can play whatever sort of propaganda they want, you know. But see, it's like a double-edged deal. Like they got if you go inside, and they got even on the outside, because it's unavoidable. You'll be looking at it, and so expect in the future all gigantic cities to adopt gigantic television systems. I think this is the beginning. Gigantic television to ooh and ah you. So big that you cannot escape it. If you go to the city, you're going to see it. You'll be unable to miss it. See? All right, what else can they put up there, y'all? You got the cartoon ball Earth. You got some eyeballs. What else do they got? Oh, look, basketballs. Not just any basketball, NBA basketball. You know why? Because they want you to bet on the rigged games. So now it's in your head. Oh, yeah, the next season's going to start. Oh, the draft's coming. Oh, the playoffs are on. See, so they can get you to think basketball, bet basketball by showing you a damn basketball. Here's some outer space propaganda. All propaganda that they're choosing to show you, if you think about it. See? Oh, cool, an NBA basketball. So neat. Gee, I wonder how that benefits the NBA to have people seeing that, whether they want to or not. Wow. So we know sports are fake, and Las Vegas is the epicenter of gambling. And so they want you to take out your phone, pull out that betting app, bet on some basketball, and they can reinforce all that by shoving the world's largest basketball right in your face if you go there. So I don't see how any of this really helps anybody except promote consumerism and propaganda and straight up brainwashing. Worship the ball. All right, so here they got the moon. And so what they're doing is they're 3D brainwashing people, spheralizing, turning the moon into a sphere as big as you could possibly imagine, right? In front of your face, and then in turn in your mind, reinforcing that brainwashing. Ain't nobody got proof that the moon is a sphere. You can only see one side. The only pictures of the other side come from NASA, the same ones who lied about walking on the moon. So here in Las Vegas, they want to show you a circular sphere moon and show you what the dark side of the moon looks like. Well, we've never seen the dark side of the moon. And the only pictures of the dark side of the moon come from NASA. So you got no proof that there is a sphere of a moon. All we see is one side. So you could go to the other side of the moon and it might be concave. So what if one side of the moon is a half sphere and then the other side is concave? How would you know unless you went and visited yourself? All I'm saying is they're helping to shove balls in your brain by doing this. So people who go to Las Vegas will think, and they're drunk and stoned and having a good time and party, and they're going to think that that looks cool. And in my old days, growing up in my teens, early 20s, I would have thought that was cool too. But now I see it differently. I'm like, dude, the moon isn't a sphere. Nobody's ever proven that it's a sphere, and you can't prove it's a sphere. So why in the hell in Las Vegas do they really want everybody thinking that the moon is a sphere? Out of all the images they want to choose, they want to show you like the moon and Mars, cartoon Earth, NBA basketball, eyeballs, right? Because it looks so cool, so visually appealing. And eventually they can even do away with fireworks shows, outlaw fireworks shows, and just have stuff like this. You just go watch a big screen and watch a big LED display of shit, you know? So you just would go watch something like this in a big city. So they could eventually do away with fireworks and just have some gigantic LED junk, or use some sort of Project Bluebeam technology and display it in the sky. But expect to see stuff like this popping up in major cities other than just Las Vegas. This is the testing ground. They're going to have gigantic shows inside there. So they're going to have bands play, and they're going to do all sorts of different shows inside there. So definitely, if you think the outside is a brainwashing tool, the inside is also going to be a brainwashing tool. And they're going to have gigantic bands, you know, like U2 is supposed to open up the place. So it's going to have worldwide appeal, and they built it for a reason. And it ain't just to entertain folks.